Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. There goes Green. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Foles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
First down, Jacksonville.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 44 is Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go.
Squeeze, double.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
There you go. 368.
44 is Mike. Check.
Dalton now to pass. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Bengals 14, Jaguars 7.
Good. 180.
50 seconds to life.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
2nd and 9 now. And he rifles one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And a Jaguar first down.
Good. 180.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this, looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 9 yards on the second down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Shark. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go!
57 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's crashing. He's checking cracks.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. We got it.
Dalton here from the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Jonah Williams, the 11th overall pick back in April. He was actually the first lineman taken. He's a guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Dalton, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter Kevin Huber to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Forced out to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check three.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one complete. He finds Shark. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Switch.
Blue draw quarter.
He's got his man here. It's Green. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4. Foles. Sharks got it left side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Defense on deck.
Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
They go 368. Hands up.
Here's Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check, check, 47.
Ain't no such thing. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Read 18.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here you go, 10, 10, 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out. 47's the mic, 47's the mic.
Yeah, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6.
Watch the slant. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, check, 47.
3rd down for the gun, Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Hey, 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 hey.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Fresh 6-6. Pull it high. Wide, get wide. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Foles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Leonard Fournette. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Foles. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
He's checking. Crash.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So now Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.